Hello, it's time for your faith reset. We need a faith reset every once in a while, just to get life back in perspective and to stay focused, get focused and stay focused. An acronym that I'm using for myself personally for this quarter is FOCUS, FOCCUS, focused only on Christ and Him crucified, unconditionally surrendering to His will. And that is how I am maintaining my focus on faith, on growth, and personal development. So the word for today is believing is seeing. Believing is seeing. So you've heard the saying that seeing is believing. Well, I've got to see proof. I've got to see evidence. You're talking about something and you want me to believe it, but I must see first before I believe. Well, one of Jesus's disciples, Thomas, he struggled with faith. He was called Doubting Thomas for a reason, because he was that type where he had to see it first before he could believe it. Now, when Jesus rose from the dead and he appeared to all the other disciples first, this was intentional, and we're going to find out in a second why. He appeared to all the other disciples first. So they saw him. So the disciples, all of them, Peter, James, John, and the others, they were trying to tell Thomas, who showed up at a later point after Jesus had appeared to them. They were trying to tell him, look, Thomas, Jesus is alive. He's risen from the dead, just like he said. And Thomas said those famous words that we're very familiar with: unless I see the prints in his hands and the wound in his side and in his feet, I will not believe. Well, Jesus made a second appearance just for Thomas' sake. And when Thomas actually touched the wounds, and Jesus said, Thomas, look, it's me. Touch the wounds. Feel the prints in my hands and know that it is me. That's when Thomas broke down, my Lord, my Savior. And Jesus said, you have seen and believed. Blessed are those who have believed, not seeing. My friends, we have to all work on a believing is seeing basis of our faith. You know, we want to believe and hope for things and pray for things and work toward things, but you have to have that driving belief. You have to be convinced. I have to be convinced that that thing is real before we can see it. We have to be convinced and believe that God is in the blessing business still, and He is here to bless you. He's here to bless me, and He's going to do great and incredible things. But you can't wait to see it. You have to believe it before it manifests. Okay? So let's work on a believing. Believing is seeing faith. We believe not having seen. That's what real faith is, and that's how faith operates. God bless you today.